Club, it's me, and today another video. This time we're showing off Igor Costa's Madison regional winning deck, Buzzwole Lycanroc. It's probably the most popular deck. Matter of fact, I saw a statistic on Limitless TCG, I think, that Buzzwole this season has won more money in tournaments than any other deck. It's like $124,000. So, you know, it's a pretty good deck. It's something you should consider. Anyway, we'll get right into our first match, though. And I've got 3 battles here for you. The first one, I think, well, we're going first. And I think we're going against the mirror match. And my testing partners have... I'm going first, but my testing partners have... done some statistics and have shown that if you actually go second in the mirror, you're about 10 to 15% more likely to win the match. So anyway, let's see how I fare even though I'm going first. Looks like I start off with a mulligan and done. And looks like we'll be starting off with Buzzwole himself. And it looked like I only had 2 mulligans, but I didn't realize I actually have, let's see, we'll see in just a moment. Our opponent has 6 cards in hand, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like I had 6 mulligans there. So I didn't even realize, and looks like he's going to pretty much be set up. He's going to get a Bridget out before the game even starts. He does start Regirock, so we'll attach, play a choice band, and we'll go ahead and end. I don't want to let him have all those extra resources, even though he did get 3 on the bench already. And I end myself into a pretty bad hand, it looks like, so maybe we can play ourselves out of this one. I don't play the Diancie down because most likely he's going to get a Jet Punch off. And so that Diancie will take 30 damage, and you know, even though Diancie doesn't usually get knocked out, there's a chance that it might down the road, and I don't want him to take that prize or knock that out as easily. However, if he does end me, which he does right there, I will not get the Diancie down. So maybe I should have played it, maybe I shouldn't have. And actually, if he hits another elixir, he can just take a KO on my Buzzwole. And here it is. Does he hit the elixir? No, he whiffs. So we do have a game here, folks. Brooklet Hill, so he plays Brooklet Hill down. Gets a baby Buzzwole. That's pretty good. And Igor's list plays 3 baby Buzzwoles. I don't know if this guy's playing Igor's list, but that's the list we're playing today. And wow, Jet Punch for 90. And I've got to just tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, Jet Punch is, with all the buffs that it has now, it's just too broken. I'll be happy when Strong Energy rotates and Elixir rotates, but Jet Punch will still be super strong because of Diancie and Choice Band. But it won't be quite as strong because Strong Energy will be gone. Anyway, we Cynthia here. We play baby Buzzwole down, get a Rockruff down. We go for an elixir and we whiff. We'll Jet Punch here, and I'm gonna try to take out that Remoraid before he can evolve it. He's only got 2 cards in hand. He's got 38 cards in deck. So maybe he doesn't hit the auxiliary here. Maybe it's prized. I'm not sure. And he gets a Rockruff of his own down, and then he Sycamores. And he does indeed get the auxiliary, and this is sick. With a Jet Punch, he's able to knock me out. That's 2 Jet Punches, and we've got a knockout on a Buzzwole. And he puts 30 damage on the baby Buzzwole. So this is my, so now I'm in the window of where I have to use beast rings if I can find it. So we'll go ahead and get the Remoraid down, and we are going to be taking a knockout with the baby Buzzwole here, because Sledgehammer does 120 base, and then with the Diance's doing another 20, so we're doing 140 there. We'll go ahead and attach Strong Energy to the Buzzwole, and we'll play our Regirock down, but unfortunately we did not hit Beast Rings here, so we are behind in this match. But we will take 2 prizes. Maybe if he doesn't get a Guzma, or he can't take 2 prizes here, maybe we'll have another chance at hitting the Beast Rings. But from the very beginning, we pretty much started off on a pretty bad foot in this game. We gave him 6 mulligans. He got his Auxiliary out. He's got his Lycanroc out. And to put it, let's see, does he even get the Beast Ring too? Let's find out, because he's just hitting everything. Okay, we've got a Choice Band. And we see an Abyssal Hand for 2. He placed Super Rod, putting back 3 energies back into the deck, so Elixirs and Beast Ring. But at the same time, it does give him, he might not hit the stuff that he wants. So let's see, does he play a supporter for turn? He plays an end, so he ends me down to 4, ends himself down to 4, and he is already artilleried, so certainly he's not going to be able to hit the Beast Ring with 4 cards out of 36, right? Nope, of course he hits the Beast Ring too. So, but does he hit an energy? He doesn't, so maybe we have a shot at this one. So he's gonna Jet Punch here. And so I'm kind of torn here because I don't have a lot of options. But I'm thinking that because he didn't take a knockout, my Sledgehammer is still hitting pretty hard. Maybe I think I misplay here because I put this here, but if I attach the Beast Energy to the baby Buzzwole, I'd be doing Sledgehammer for 120, 140, 170. I thought I might be able to, 180 because I have the Regirock. So I could have taken a knockout on his Regirock and gone down to 2 prizes. Of course, we would have had to commit a lot to the, we'd be committing a lot to that baby Buzzwole, and we wouldn't have much left. But I think that would have given us the best chance at winning this game, is taking out the Regirock. However, that baby Buzzwole came in clutch, and as you can see, I mean, Sledgehammer is so strong. So he gets another Rockruff, and he gets a Guzma, and this guy just hits everything he needs. Abyssal Hands, and now he'll take a knockout. And now I'm not sure what else we can do. However, we still haven't used our GX attack, and he's going ahead and using his GX. So maybe if we get lucky, we can attach a couple energies to Rockruff, get a Lycanroc going, and win the game that way. So we'll go ahead and thin the deck with another baby Buzzwole. We'll attach to that Rockruff, and we'll bring up, we can, now Sledgehammer's only doing 30, 60, so we can take out that Auxiliary. It'll leave him 6 cards in hand, but I guess it gives us a chance of possibly winning this game. And so we'll sledgehammer that auxiliary for the knockout. Going down to 2 prizes. So does our opponent have the Guzma to win on the Regirock? Or do we have a chance? Alright, so he puts a Beast Energy on the Buzzwole. Now he needs either a Guzma or a Lycanroc to win this game. Right now he's doing 160, 190, 190 and 30s, 220, 240, 250, 260 with a Knuckle Impact. So he goes in and uses Brooklyn Hill to get another Buzzwole, puts the floats down on the Diancie, and what does he do? And he sycamores the rest of the hand away, and it looks like B-String, Energy, Brooklyn Hill, so nothing of importance. He plays Max Elixir, he whiffs that. And so he comes in. It looks like we got a chance. Can we top deck an Ultra Ball, a Sycamore, a Draw Supporter, anything? Because all we need is Lycanroc to win this game. We'll promote the Diancie, and we top decked Baby Buzzwole. And so there's the Lycanroc. But we can't really do anything. We can attach the energy to Rockruff, but it's game over for this one. But, you know, that was still amazing how, even though we lost this one, how close it was, just because of the Baby Buzzwole. I really wanted to show this match off because Baby Buzzwole just hits so hard, and why it's so strong, and why having multiple in your deck is worth it. Alright, let's try again. Maybe we'll get a little bit better variance. That last game, it seemed like our opponent high rolled pretty hard, and we hit a lot of bad variance and still almost pulled it out, so not too shabby. Pull another game up, see how well we can do. I'm actually featuring 3 matches just because this deck is really hyped, and you know, I like it. It's pretty good. I tend to play counter meta, so I like to play the meta decks to understand them better. And so we'll call heads, and we win again, so yay. But maybe going first isn't the best with this deck. Maybe we should be going second. However, I feel like you really don't want to go second if you have the opportunity. Alright, so we start with Baby Buzzwole. That seems like a decent start here. And let's see what our opponent starts with. And starts with a Zorua. We get a Brooklet Hill. Seems like a pretty good starting hand here. So we can go ahead and get a Remoraid. Yeah, I found that getting the Octillery out early game helps you to hit your B-Strings in the late game. We're going to go ahead and Sycamore this hand. Unfortunately, we're getting rid of a Super Rod and a B-String. That's our only Super Rod, so we won't be able to play with it. But we got another B-String here. So the question is, do we want to do anything further here? And I just passed the turn. The good thing is we will be able to go ahead and get the Octillery set up and keep moving forward with another attacker. Opponent Ultra Balls, since we're playing against the Zoroark deck, probably makes sense that he's going to probably bridge it here. That's what I would do. So Tapu Lele using the Wonder Tag ability, and does indeed get that Bridget. So Bridget, and probably gonna get a couple more Zaruas. Okay, a Zorua, a Mewtwo, and a Wimpod. Alright, and puts a float stone on the Zorua and then moves into the Mewtwo. That seems like a pretty good play by our opponent. So we see a Sycamore here. So we're going to Brooklet Hill and we'll get the Diancie down. Then we can probably Ultra Ball here, getting rid of Beast Ring and the Brooklet Hill because we're going to Sycamore again. Go ahead and get a Rockruff. And I probably should have thought twice about, well, I was going to get rid of the Brooklet Hill anyway because of the Sycamore, but I forgot that they play Parallel City, so we'll go ahead and Ultra Ball here, getting rid of a Guzma and the Cynthia, and we'll get that Regirock down. And then we'll Abyssal Hand for 1. And we pull an in, so nothing more. We're gonna Sledgehammer here, hitting Mewtwo for 80. And our opponent ends us, so we'll get a fresh hand of 6 here. I imagine our opponent will hit a DCE here. He gets rid of the Field Blower. It makes me think he probably has a Field Blower in hand if he got rid of one. He'll trade a Sycamore away. He does hit the DCE, and he does Parallel City, so oh no, we've got to get rid of that Regirock. Alright, but I still think we're not too bad here. He does Field Blower, the Float Stone, but we have another one in hand, no big deal. And so Mewtwo hits us for 80, no worries there. So we'll attach Float Stone, and now Sledgehammer is doing 30 with a Choice Band 60, with a Diancie is 80, and with Beast Energy is 110. Again, these are crazy numbers that I don't think were ever meant to be used to hit for just such a small attack, but because of that, we can Guzma up a Zoroark, and we can take a knockout, and we'll get the one with the Float Stone. And so Baby Buzzwole will be taking a knockout on a Zoroark. We probably should have Abyssal Hand before we retreated there. I don't know that there's any card that makes the difference, but just in case. We've got another Guzma. We got an Ultra Ball, so we'll just Sledgehammer here, and we'll take a knockout on that Zoroark, and we will take 2 prizes. Get 2 Baby Buzzwoles, so 2 Baby Buzzwoles were prized. So ideally we could come in with a Dangerous Rogue and take a knockout on another one of the GXs. But that is as long as Lycanroc isn't prized. And so he's going to end and brings us down to 6, but fortunately we did get the Octillery set up early. We've got the Beast Ring ready to go, and so we've got a trade coming, getting rid of Lele, and we see a Psychic taking a knockout on that Baby Buzzwole. Alright, so again, we can get a dangerous rogue in here if we can find an Ultra Ball. I was thinking about attaching to the Rockruff, but then I was like, well, we don't know that the Lycanroc is in the deck. There's only a 1/1 line of it. So we've got the Ultra Ball, and we probably should have checked through Brooklet Hill first, but we didn't. And so as we go through the Ultra Ball, we see that it's prized the Lycanroc. So we'll get the baby Buzzwole, and we can take a knockout on this Mewtwo. So we had two baby Buzzwoles prized and a Lycanroc, and we will Elixir here, and it fails, and so we'll now Abyssal Hand for 4, and we get into a bunch of energy, which isn't great because we have that Beast Ring in hand, but we play a lot of energy, so we may still have some to be able to Beast Ring to that Buzzwole that we just got in hand. We'll take a knockout on the Mewtwo, and there is the Lycanroc. So things are turning around for us now, and it looks like, I mean, even if so, this Mew EX needs a DCE. It can then copy Riotous Beating and take a knockout on the Buzzwole. However, we're gonna have almost have them in checkmate position next turn. If they don't end, if they do end, then it won't. It'll look a little different. And they do end. They have the end. So they're still digging for the DCE. They need the DCE to take a knockout here. And they come up short, giving us a victory. And Sledgehammer is just so strong. Two baby Buzzwoles did that Zoroark deck in. One baby Buzzwole took 3 prizes, and then the other one would have, or I guess one took 2 prizes and one took 1. But that one was going to survive and get another hit in. Those baby Buzzwoles are just super strong. Sledgehammer is a really strong attack, and with Beast Ring you can power up the second attack and hit up into the 200s with that also. So anyway, we'll do one more final battle. This one, it looks like Grass and Lightning. This is probably Bulu. In the first match I showed you, we low rolled and our opponent high rolled, and we still hung in there and almost had we at least had a chance for the victory. Here's an example of a match where we're going to high roll really big, and our opponent tries to keep up, but it's not enough. Alright, so we'll hit done. We'll actually go first. We did go first all 3 times this game. And so this is very interesting. We got Floatstone. We can Ultra Ball the energy and the Guzma away. And we'll grab us a Tapu Lele, and we'll Wonder Tag, and we'll get a Sycamore, and we'll get a high 5 on our Sycamore. But we want to make sure we sequence properly here, so we want to grab the Lele and grab the Sycamore before we play the Elixir, so that we have the best odds here of hitting the Elixir, and then we'll play the Sycamore. So we go for the Add Elixir, and indeed we had 2 hits, so we can play one of those to Buzzwole, and then we can Sycamore, giving ourselves a high 5. And then we'll get down a baby Buzzwole, and we'll hit. I can still attach for turn. We'll play another Elixir here, And I could attach for turn, but I'd rather just save it at this point in the game. A two energy Buzzwole staring down at your Lele is pretty strong. So they Ultra Ball, and Bulu, some Bulu lists play Bridget, some don't. So we might see a Lily here, or we might see a Bridget. So we do see a Tapu Lele, Wonder Tag. Poor guy, he had to start with a Lele and then he has to use another one to get a supporter that he wants. But we see the Wonder Tag here. And we see the Bridget come out. And I don't know, there's a lot of people, some people think Bridget isn't the right supporter for the deck. Others prefer Lily. But I think Bridget is fine. It seems good. Get you set up, get your Vikavolt set up so that you can evolve them on turn 2. Fortunately here though, we play that Beast Energy and we will attach that to the Buzzwole, and then we can Guzma up that Bulu, and this will set them back an energy attachment, and plus we'd rather take out their main attacker as opposed to their Lele's. And so we're gonna Absorption here, and the reason why Absorption is I don't think they're going to be able to get a knockout on this Buzzwole. And furthermore, we can take 2 more prizes with it if they don't. And also, because I'm seeing the Lycanroc in my hand, and I'm not going to be able to get a Rockruff down before I have to use this Sycamore, I'm thinking that Dangerous Rogue is not going to be an option for us. Now our opponent does get a turn 2 Vikavolt, so that Bridget did help him. He's going to go ahead and Strong Charge. So to me that seems like he's just conceded already to the fact that he's going to get knocked out next turn by the Buzzwole. However, it's kind of interesting because if he can get another Vikavolt, then he could attach 2 more, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then attach for turn would be 5, that would be 160. And with a Choice Band, he could take a knockout, which would be pretty crazy if he did that. But here we go, we got a rare candy into another Vikavolt. And so we're going to see another Strong Charge, but he would need Choice Band and Energy in his hand to take a knockout here. So we see that second Strong Charge. Where does it go to? And it goes to the Bulu. So he must not have one or the other, or either of those. So we've just seen Energy Drive here. Does 100 damage. So we already know we're going to take a knockout. So my thinking is I want to go ahead and start thinning, because if we're going to probably see an end, we'll go ahead and take a knockout, take out the Lycanroc, and I want to get this Octillery set up. Excuse me there. Get the Octillery set up. We can go ahead and put the Lycanroc and I think an Energy back into the deck, and then we'll just Sycamore here. Alright, and not the greatest of Sycamores, but we really didn't need a whole lot. In fact, we've got the Beast Ring, so we can Beast Ring onto Buzzwole next turn. So we will have another Buzzwole set up, and then we've got the baby Buzzwole, which can take some prizes if we need to. Let's see, the baby Buzzwole's would be, if this Buzzwole gets knocked out, would be doing 120, 140, 150, 160, 170. So we need a choice band to be able to knock out a Bulu. However, we could knock out a Lele if we could hit into a Guzma. And the deck does play 4 Guzma, so it's, you know, it's within the realm of possibility that we top deck a Guzma. Alright, and our opponent is taking his time thinking about what he wants to do. He promotes the Oranguru. Okay, and I actually kind of like this play because he's got the double strong charge. He knows he can take the knockout with the Oranguru and force me into a 7 prize battle. However, at the same time, by getting rid of Oranguru, he is also getting rid of his in protection. So he goes ahead and strong charges twice to the Oranguru. So that second strong charge comes down, and let's see, can he combo it with an N? He can't, so he just psychics here. Alright, so we could potentially, well, it's not likely that we'll get a knockout. We'd have to Guzma. We do hit the Octillery, which is pretty interesting, but we don't have a way to Guzma here. Fortunately, we do have the B string, so we can go ahead and put 2 energies on the Buzzwole, and we can attach another one to the Buzzwole. We can bench the Regirock, and the thing is I'm actually gonna, I feel like we need to end here because we don't want him to Guzma up the Buzzwole and take a knockout on it. So I want to give him the, even though it reduces our hand to 2, we have the Octillery to get us back up to 5. But it reduces his hand to 4, and we're taking out the Oranguru. So that will give us, give him only basically 5 cards he's going to be looking at. Hopefully he won't hit the Guzma. If he does take out the Buzzwole, then we may have, I don't know, may cause us a little bit of issues here. But we get Guzma off the prizes. So he would need, so I think at this point, I'm not sure what our opponent can do. He needs to take the threat on the bench off the field. And so that would mean he needs Guzma strong choice band or Guzma fighting Fury Belt to be able to do that. However, the baby Buzzwole is going to be a problem for him because these Vikavolt are weak to fighting, and so 150 damage only means we need to only hit 80. And even if he does take out the Buzzwole, our Sledgehammer will be doing 30 plus Diancie and Regirock, so 30, 50, 60, and then the strong energy is 80. So at this point, I'm not sure that there's really anything our opponent can do. If he ends and takes out the baby Buzzwole, then we just have game in hand because the Buzzwole on the bench is already doing 190 with a Knuckle Impact, doing 160 plus the Diancie on Regirock. So there's really not, I think, so it's pretty much game, but we'll let our opponent play it out. He's kind of taking his time. I guess he's trying to think through to see if there's any possibilities of winning. In his mind, from his side, probably the only way he could win is with a Guzma. That's his only win condition. So even if he ends or anything like that, there's nothing. That's not going to be enough. Guzma is the only win condition, but we do see an N here, and that does bring us down to one card. But we have Octillery. But like I said, we don't even need the one card or any of the Octillery. We have the game in hand. So our opponent is taking his good old time. I guess he's just trying to go through all the options, but at this point it's a lost cause. See an Ultra Ball here, getting rid of a Choice Band and a Rare Candy to look through his deck. Gets a Mew. Plays the Mew down. And we're just still waiting. This turn is taking a long time. I don't know if he's just trying to get me to give up because he's taking so long or what. There are some people on the ladder that do that. Finally, he retreats. Yeah, and he's definitely just trying to stall to take as much time as possible. He hits the Nature's Judgment. And I go to hit a good game, but I accidentally hit hello, which probably should have said hello a long time ago. But I give him the well played, and really, I'm just gonna retreat and attack, but he doesn't let me. I try not to BM people, so if I know I have the math to take the knockout, I'm not gonna play any further. I would have just taken the knockout there. Anyway, so there's the 3 battles. You see, Igor's list pretty solid, has a lot of options. We'll go ahead and take a look at the list briefly, but you're probably already familiar with it. If you don't know where you can find tournament lists, one of the places I go is Limitless TCG. They have all the tournaments, and anybody that reveals their list, which the top 8 decks at a regional are going to get revealed anyway. It will have those on their website for you, but it usually has more than that. You usually get the top 32 lists. And anyway, so we see, it's pretty much Buzzwole. I think a couple of the things that are different is it only plays a 1/1 line of the Rockruff and Lycanroc. Plays 10 energy because you want to hit the elixir, 10 basic, 4 strong, and 1 beast because you want to have as many buffs as possible, because Jet Punch is broken, then you can do 110 damage for 1 energy. Of course, the big thing is the Buzzwoles. There's 3 of them, the baby Buzzwole, and only 2 of the Buzzwole GX in the list. And then it has Diancie and Regirock to hit more numbers, so more buffs. And then the 1/1 line of Octillery is all 2. So the one thing I have found is that sometimes you get prize. Some of those pieces get prized, and if they do, it kind of becomes problematic. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Pokedad Fan Club, hit that like button. Really helps my channel out, and I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to bring content almost daily, or at least several days a week for you. And then also comment below telling me what you think of Igor's deck. Have you tried it out? And furthermore, what your favorite deck right now in the Forbidden Lights meta is. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. This is Pokedad signing out.